Well, John, we're seeing a number of red flags around Facebook's user and ad challenges. And this, of course, comes after last month, Meta reported Facebook's first ever quarterly decline in daily active users. BuzzFeed yesterday told its investors that it sees audiences spending less time on the social platform. Analytics firm Sensor Tower telling us, quote, Facebook's mobile app usage is down sequentially in the first quarter, saying that's a deceleration from past quarters. And with user declines, ads come under pressure as well. Insider intelligence tells CNBC exclusively that it is lowering its forecast for Meta. It's slashing its expected revenue for the company by about $2.5 billion, both for this year and for next year. And now it's projecting that the company's share of digital ad spend will fall under 22% by 2023. That's down from 25% share in 2020. Now, one factor at play here is the economic pressure that many of Facebook's advertisers are under. Now, just today, Meta releasing a State of Small Business report, which revealed that 1 in 5 small businesses are closed, more than were closed in July, and more than a third of small and medium-sized businesses globally reported that they reduced employment as a result of the pandemic. Now, today, Lightshed's Rich Greenfield issuing a critical note on Facebook, writing that Meta's, quote, vulnerability to competition and lack of visibility around its metaverse pivot make it challenging to be excited about Meta's stock at current levels. But on the flip side, Atlantic Equities issuing a far more bullish note today, saying that they believe, quote, Meta continues to make progress restoring ad targeting measurement capabilities, and the company's reach and effectiveness for driving unplanned purchases remains unrivaled. So right now, Meta shares are down about 0.5%, but they were off about 1% or more earlier today. So guys, it's going to be interesting to see what comes out of this next quarterly earnings for Meta. Seems like it will be really a crucial one.
Julia, what's your sense of how much of this attention challenge that Facebook and Meta have might be due to reopening? People have more things to look at outside than their phones. And then they're having to figure out new solutions to the attribution problem, being able to connect ads viewed to shopping done offline, given the targeting that they aren't able to do as easily.
Well, look, these are all factors, right? The question is whether this becomes a perfect storm. So, yes, I think the reopening is a big factor. I mean, if you look at the fact that there was such a surge in online activity for all of these companies, whether you're talking about Netflix or Roku in the first part of the pandemic. But one thing that was interesting is that we saw that Facebook saw a decline in mobile usage, got that info from Sensor Tower. And I asked, can you get a sense of where those users are going? They said they can't tell whether those Facebook users are going elsewhere because there was no notable move in any of these other platforms. So Instagram, that usage was flat. The question is, are we going to see a big uptick in, say, TikTok usage or Snap usage, or are people just spending less time on mobile devices? And of course, as you mentioned, all of this comes as Facebook works to improve the way it's managing Apple's operating system changes that make targeting and measuring ads impact more effective. So they were really damaged by that Apple move. They have been making progress. And the question is just, are they making progress fast enough to counter all these other factors and issues that they're reckoning with as well?